Important disclaimer. If you've made it to this video, let me tell you something upfront. 90% of the people who start watching this won't finish it. Not because the video is bad, but because their brain simply can't handle focusing for 2 minutes straight. And if you feel like you might be one of them, it's not your fault. But you do need to hear the truth. Your brain is rotting. Yes, literally. It's dying slowly every single day, and you're just standing there watching. Let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you focused on something for more than 5 minutes without reaching for your phone? Can't remember. That's normal now, because forgetting has become a habit. We're all like that. Opening our phones 100 times a day for no reason. Scrolling, swiping, laughing, liking, then feeling like something's missing and not even knowing what. Personally, I used to think this was just a phase, but it's not. It's the beginning of the end, unless you understand what's happening inside your mind. Let me share a few simple symptoms. If you feel any of these, know that your brain has already started to rot. You've lost interest in things you used to care about. You get bored easily. You can't focus on a video for more than a minute. Every time you pick up a book, you feel sleepy. Even thinking feels like hard work now. Yes, all of this is real. It's called brain rot. And it's not a joke. It's an officially recognized term that describes mental decline caused by overconsumption of shallow, low-quality content. The faster the videos you consume, the harder it becomes to think deeply or slowly. The more filtered, perfect images you see, the more inadequate you feel. And the more your brain tries to adapt, the more it collapses. Your brain wasn't built for this. It was designed for survival, focus, and engaging with reality. Not 10-second clips that give you an empty laugh followed by an even emptier feeling. If you've made it this far, there's still hope. But you need to take a real step, not a fake one like hitting like and moving on. Start by giving yourself actual breaks from your phone. Try meditation, or just sit in silence without distractions. Let your brain function the way it used to. And trust me, you'll feel a change you've never felt before, because once you take back control of your mind, you'll stop merely consuming life and start truly living it. Imagine this with me. In the past, humans woke up every day knowing they were facing a battle. Not a battle for likes or followers, but a real battle to survive. They had to hunt for food, climb mountains, fish, farm, walk long distances. Every step had meaning. Every moment was a decision. Assess the threat, take action, survive. They felt fear and moved, felt hunger and worked. They failed and tried again. And when they finally succeeded, the brain rewarded them with dopamine. It was like the brain said, "Well done, keep going." That was life. Simple, but deep. Clear, but tough. And you had to be strong to survive it. But today, life is still tough, just in a different way. The modern human doesn't need to hunt a deer to eat, doesn't need to move to get information, doesn't even need to leave the house to talk to the world. Everything is just one tap away. Food, movies, relationships, laughter, pleasure, fame, content. The problem? All of it still triggers dopamine. But now, with no effort, no pain, not even thought. The brain still works the same way. But the inputs have changed, and the whole system is breaking. Back then, your brain rewarded you because you worked hard. Now, it rewards you just for opening an app, scrolling, laughing at a dumb video, checking who followed you or viewed your story. The result? Your brain starts craving that reward, constantly, but without any real reason to deserve it. And that's how dopamine loses its value. You feel pleasure quickly, then lose it quickly, then chase it again, faster and more. And soon, you're stuck in a loop. You chase happiness, but move further from peace. You seek motivation, but drift away from real achievement. You look for yourself, but get lost inside yourself. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, means your mind adjusts to whatever you repeat. So if you train it daily on social media, it starts believing that 15-second focus is normal, that a short post is better than an article, that a funny video is more valuable than a deep conversation. In short, your brain is changing every single day, but sadly, not always for the better. Today's kids are born with screens in their hands. They're exposed to fast content by age 2 or 3. They don't know what it means to wait, to be bored, to sit still and think. Everything is instant. And that is a disaster. Why? Because anything truly worth it is never instant. Success takes time, patience takes effort, focus takes training, and creativity needs space to grow. But when your brain is hooked on fast, anything that comes slow feels boring. Boring enough to make you quit before you even begin. So you leave things halfway. You procrastinate. You wait for the mood to do anything. And the worst part? You start thinking the problem is you. But it's not. The problem is what you're feeding your brain. We're not against technology or entertainment, but you need to be aware. Everything you consume shapes you. Every habit you repeat builds a new behavior. Ask yourself, are you truly happy? Or are you just chasing fast dopamine to run from something inside? Are you achieving your goals? Or are you postponing everything, waiting for the right mood? Are you working on yourself? Or just trying to impress people in the comments? The solution? It's not complicated, but it takes awareness. Start small. Set some time each day without your phone. Read a book, even just one page. Try something that requires patience, a sport, a new skill, even meditation. Train your brain to crave real dopamine, the kind that's earned, the kind that sticks, the kind that comes after effort, after patience, after time, and stays with you. The kind of dopamine that lets you sleep at night feeling like you did something, not like you wasted the whole day on nothing. Remember, every day you live is a brick in the wall of your mind. You're either building a fortress or blocking your own light. The choice is yours. And if you're like me, thinking this is just a phase, that one day you'll snap out of it, that your brain will suddenly go back to functioning like it used to. Let me tell you, plainly and clearly, no. This isn't just a moment that will pass. It's not just a simple headache. This is a transformation happening in your brain, without you even realizing. A shift that affects your thinking, your focus, your decision-making. A study done on over 1,000 young adults, specifically 1,051 social media addicts, showed a breakdown in their ability to plan, organize, solve problems, make decisions, even study or work effectively. If you continue down this path a few years from now, you might be standing in the street, holding your phone, but with a brain that just isn't working. The problem isn't the phone itself, the problem is you, and how you use the phone. Over time, excessive use of social media impacts a critical part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex. That's the region responsible for logic, decision-making, focus, and it's what separates you from every other creature on this planet. And if that is what defines your humanity, you're actively destroying it with every scroll, every like, every notification. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We live in a world where the most valuable thing is your attention, and the cheapest thing is content. That means anyone can create shallow content, capture your attention, and influence how you think, feel, and act. Imagine this. People are studying your behavior. They know what you like to see, what makes you laugh, what grabs your attention, and they feed you more of it. That's how they control you. And this isn't science fiction. This is what's happening right now. The internet was one of the greatest inventions of our time. But we're the ones misusing it. We've allowed the phone to become our constant companion. We wake up with it, sleep with it, eat with it, and when we're bored, we open it. Again. But ask yourself a simple question. What are you actually doing online? Are you learning? Or just wasting time? Are you working? Or just chasing jokes and distractions? And here's the truth. No one is forcing you to consume trash content. No one's holding your hand to make you waste 2 hours on TikTok or scroll through mindless videos. In reality, you're surrounded by a sea of resources, platforms, courses, books, websites, free, accessible learning. But the issue? It's not resources, it's intent and how you use them. Ask yourself, do you know how your brain learns? How it grows? Your brain learns through repetition. When you repeat a skill or a piece of knowledge, your brain creates new neural pathways specifically for it. But if you're living in constant distraction, every 30 seconds a notification, every 2 minutes your focus gets hijacked, your brain can't build anything meaningful. And that's when disaster strikes. You start relying on external memory. What does that mean? Your phone becomes your second brain. You forget something? You jot it in your notes. You need info? Google it. Can't write? Ask ChatGPT, can't remember? Replay a reel. And then you wonder, why can't I remember things like I used to? Why can't I focus? Why does my mood swing so fast? Why am I so unproductive? The answer? because you've handed your brain's keys to your phone. And worse, laziness has become a lifestyle. You no longer have the patience to read a book, watch a full movie, or attend a lecture without speeding it up. You're even consuming pleasure at double speed. Movie? Speed it up. Course? Speed it up. Even sleep isn't restful anymore because your brain won't shut off. Always waiting for a notification, always busy with something, even if it's meaningless. And that's why your memory weakens, your mood dips, your productivity crashes, your creativity disappears. That's how your brain literally starts to rot. Your brain needs effort to function. It needs focus, practice, challenge. But if you keep feeding it only ease and low-effort content, it loses the ability to produce, and instead relies only on shortcuts. The solution? It's not to delete all your apps or live in a cave. It's simply to be aware. Start by changing small habits. Set time for yourself without your phone. Practice patience. Read, study, learn. Do something that takes time, but gives you value. Because if you keep going like this, one day you'll open your eyes and realize you've become a machine. Not thinking, just consuming. Thinking you're living, when the truth is, you're slowly fading away. So that's it? Does it mean my brain is ruined and I should throw away the key? Should I just give up and say there's no hope? No, my friend. You and I weren't created to surrender that easily. And I'm not here to make you feel hopeless. I'm here to tell you that you can. But you need to know. Recovery doesn't come without a price. Remember when I told you about neuroplasticity? The brain's ability to reshape and rewire itself based on what it gets used to? Well, just like your brain got rotted by bad habits, it can also heal if you take the opposite path. But let me be honest with you. You won't change while you're asleep, and you won't just wake up one day magically cured of scrolling. It takes real effort. Your brain is like an untrained, weak muscle. It needs discipline, pain at first, but results at the end. Think of it like going to the gym after years of doing nothing. You'll be tired. You'll want to quit. You'll feel pulled back. But if you stick to it, your body remembers, your muscles come back, and so does your brain. First step, awareness. Recognize that you're in a crisis. Acknowledge how much damage has been done to your mind. Every time you opened TikTok out of boredom, every time you escaped to YouTube, you trained your brain to believe the easy way is the solution. There's a concept called mental posture. It means your brain's current position. Right now, it's stuck on autopilot. No awareness, only reactions. Bored, phone, hungry, video, idle, scroll. You're acting like a programmed machine, not a free human. Step 2. Take back control. You don't have to quit everything, but you need to understand what you're doing, when, and why. Open your screen time stats. See how long you spend on each app, how many times you unlock your phone per day. What's pulling you in the most? Face the truth. That's how you'll identify the triggers, the things that make you grab your phone without thinking. Is it boredom, loneliness, trying to avoid something bothering you? Then comes step 3. Clean your environment. Clean your phone. Remove useless notifications. Delete apps that you know waste your time. Or at least unfollow people who post empty content. Follow creators who give you energy, awareness, purpose. And every time you see a useless video, click the 3 dots and press Not Interested. Program the algorithm before it programs you. Then what? Start training your brain like it's at the gym. Feed it high-quality dopamine, the kind that comes from effort, achievement, focus. Read a book. Learn a new skill. Try a sport. Hang out with friends without phones. Write your thoughts on paper. Start a small project, even just for yourself. The key: do something that takes time to retrain your brain to be patient. Because what's ruining us is not the lack of skill. It's the fact that we hate waiting for results. We want everything now, and if we don't get it, we quit. Remember, cheap dopamine numbs you. It doesn't make you happy. It eats your time, but never satisfies you. It turns you from a thinking person into a creature that just consumes. Change your environment. Change the people around you. Be around those who are trying, people with goals, people who wake up early, read, work, and improve themselves. Because the environment your brain lives in, if it's toxic, your brain can't produce anything good. It's like trying to quit sugar while living inside a candy shop. What else? Keep the beginnings small. You don't have to flip your life 180 degrees overnight. Start tiny. Cut phone time by 30 minutes. Go on a content diet. Read 2 pages a day. Walk 10 minutes. Write 3 goals each morning. Don't rush. Every new habit takes time, and every old habit requires resistance to let go. And your brain? If you give it the right environment again, it will remember what it used to be before the rot. But remember, the devil isn't sleeping. He waits for the moment you feel tired to whisper, "Why bother?" Go back to the easy pleasure. And easy pleasure? It can destroy you. Why? Because it makes you devalue everything in your life. Your dreams, your work, your self-worth, even your relationship with God. And the worst part? When hardship comes, you won't have the strength to be patient. You'll start asking, "Why is this happening to me?" You'll become fertile ground for doubts, for silent disbelief. That starts with boredom and ends with lost faith. But if you've made it this far, I have good news. Your brain still has hope. You're still able to watch till the end. You still have focus. You still have the will to understand. And that's enough for a beginning. Your brain isn't dead. It's just hungry for something clean, just like fast food drains the body. Cheap content drains the mind. So start. Even with a small step. Don't wait to be perfect to begin. Begin. So you can become perfect. And finally, if this video touched you, leave a like so others can see it. And tell me in the comments, what's the first habit you'll start changing? And what topic should I talk about next? Always remember, your brain is not trash. So don't feed it trash. And love yourself. At least for the fact that you're still trying.